Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Dean Wolfe, and I'm going to give a quick and unsophisticated review of Star Trek Insurrection. Written and composed by Jerry Goldsmith, and he did the Star Trek The Motion Picture, which was basically rebooting Star Trek for the big screen. That was back in '78. I remember going and seeing that, and I really loved the film, and it was especially in awe of the soundtrack. It was just a huge part of the film. There's something about science fiction and soundtracks I really like. So I got this CD, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to love it or not, because I saw Jerry Goldsmith, and his Star Trek The Motion Picture album, I bought that when it came out, and I really loved it. It had some really strong, iconic music. Anyway, so Star Trek, I bought it, and I listened to it, and I found it started off, it was unexpected. It didn't start off with just like a big theme. It sort of like hinted into the theme, and then it had some gentler stuff. And I found myself listening to it over and over again. And I was doing some work while I was listening to it, which is sort of actually a great reason to buy soundtracks, because they are not so in your face. There's no singing, obviously. There's no lyrics that are distracting you if you're dealing with words, writing or something, or reading while you're listening to the music in the background. So it's great for that. A little more modern in this soundtrack. It's got lots of gentler parts and some gentler themes, but it also has lots of sort of exciting, slightly bombastic parts, where something's happening. Basically, it's just, I love it. I just listen to it from start to finish. I just thoroughly enjoy it. I just bought it really without any idea if I would love it or not, because when it comes to the new Star Trek, The Next Generation, and then when they combine The Next Generation with the old series in films, I was sort of a fan. I wouldn't say I was the biggest fan of it. I enjoyed it. I kind of lost track because there were so many films coming out, and some of them were really good, and some of them were just like basically a television show for the big screen. Others managed to get beyond that and really stand as a film by itself. So it was a mixed bag. One thing that's for sure, though, I highly recommend the soundtrack. Suggest you get it if you're a fan of Star Trek The Motion Picture and you liked that music. This is it feels like a continuation of that. In quality, there's a bit of a, like I said, a little bit more modern sound. There's a little bit of a synthesizer going on, like a little sort of buzzing in the background a little bit, so it kind of gives it a little more a modern feel for Star Trek, and I enjoyed that. And you know what? I'm not even sure which movie, if I even saw this one. It looks sort of familiar. I'll have to actually watch this movie again. Now that I got to know the soundtrack, it'll be fun to watch the film and then recognize the music. So that's it. That's my simple and unsophisticated review of Star Trek Insurrection. I'll probably do more reviews of films, scores as well, and that'll be coming up in the future, but it's very much just a kind of a side thing. Mostly my channel's focused on progressive rock and that. So spiraling out, it's Dean, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye now.